a lot of people do not notice their ceilings is dirty until you point it out to them, because they in their restaurants every day, and that's the last place that they will think that can get dirty. And you see, if you see something every day for 12 months, 24 months, or whatever, you don't see the dirtiness. You would just think that that's uniform look.
Welcome to Beyond Clean with Ace. In the world of commercial cleaning, newcomers and seasoned professionals know we're more than just toilets, windows, and floors. We're just like everyone else with diverse interests in everything. And over the past 7 seasons, tens of thousands have discovered engaging, thoughtful, and truly game-changing knowledge here. Whether you're a facility manager, a frontline staff member, or a building services contractor, we're here to help you grow both personally and professionally. So hit that subscribe button and share with others, because we're all about enhancing lives in healthy, positive, and proactive ways. Now let's join Dave Thompson, Director of the Academy of Cleaning Excellence, your host here at Beyond Clean with Ace.
Hello, everyone. Well, as you can tell, I'm back on the air, and it's another episode of Beyond Clean with Ace. I'm your host, Dave Thompson, and you know what? In the world of cleaning, you never know what I'm going to be talking about or who I'm going to be talking to or where they're going to be, or, we might not even talk about cleaning at all. That's why we call it Beyond Clean. But, you know what? I think we're going to talk about cleaning today because I met this guy on LinkedIn, and hey, you know what really got me is he cleans ceilings, not toilets, not urinals. He doesn't strip floors. He cleans ceilings. So let's see if we got him on the air and if our connections worked right. Roy, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
I see your face and now I got your voice. So, hey, it's all good on a Monday afternoon here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing great. You know what? I had to get hold of you because there's not too many people that just show videos and stuff of people cleaning ceilings.
Correct.
So I had to reach out and I said, hey, come on, Roy, let's get on the podcast and talk. So you know what? I know about you, but tell everybody who you are, what you do, and what are we going to talk about today?
All right. Yes, my name is Roy Daniels, and we own Ceilings Made Beautiful. And we did start off this cleaning ceilings. We started off this cleaning ceilings and then venture out to be cleaning the ceilings, walls, and then the lights. And then our customers kept asking for more and more. So now we clean ceilings, walls, lights, floors, baseboards, exterior of equipment, front of house, back of house. Our space is this commercial restaurant deep cleaning. So that's what we do.
Yeah, I was about ready to tell the folks, now wait a minute, whenever he says front of house and back of the house, if you haven't heard this verbiage before, that's not usually a department store or a office building.
Correct.
So explain to the folks that are listening and that don't understand what that means.
It's commercial restaurants, like a McDonald's, a Starbucks, a Wendy's, a KFC. Front of the house is where the consumers eat. Back of the house is where the magic happens, is where the cooks prepare the food for the customers.
Now, I like that where you say the magic happens. My wife has been in the restaurant. She's been in restaurant business her whole entire life. She totally, she could talk to you forever on that.
Right. Yeah. Yep. That's where the magic happens. In my opinion, that's where the magic happens. And yeah, so that's what we do, man. We go around from state to state and we just fully deep clean restaurants.
Yeah. So in my life, in my career, I've always said dirt is my life, but that's not quite true for you.
Right.
So how would you phrase it for your business?
That's a good question. Everybody always asks me that. That's a really good question.
If it were me and I was thinking along those lines, I'd say grease is my life.
Grease is yes. That's it right there. It's a dirty job, but somebody got to do it. Correct.
Well, that's the cleaning industry, right?
Yes, and it's really grease is our life. Yes, that's a good term for it.
So I want to go back to the ceilings where you started because people don't think about greasy ceilings, but that's true.
That's 100% true. Yep, that's a lot of people do not notice their ceilings is dirty until you point it out to them, because they in their restaurants every day, and that's the last place that they will think that can get dirty. And you see, if you see something every day for 12 months, 24 months, or whatever, you don't see the dirtiness. You would just think that that's uniform look throughout a store
until you come through.
Until I come through, and I will do a test cylinder spot, and they'd be like, "Wow, we thought our cylinders was brown," and I say, "No, your cylinders is technically your cylinders is white." But
you mean that ceiling wasn't a beige color when they put it in?
Right? No, it's a white color, but they don't know that until somebody like me come out and point out the obvious. To them, is this their normal look? But to the consumer, like if you go in and you order something, you will think those cylinders are dirty. But to that person inside the store that's cooking the food, they will notice it. But the consumer will notice it, but them inside the store won't notice that because that's what they think. That's like they say, "Oh, well, our cylinders is clean," and they won't notice the difference because that's what they see every day.
So you start in the front of the house when you're trying to sell something like that, or you start in the back of the house to sell?
We start in the back of the house because like I said, when you go and order something, your lunch or your dinner, you look you at the counter, you look in the back of the house at the people prepare your food, and that's all you see is this, the cylinders and the walls, in the back of the house while you're ordering your food. So that what made my wife and I, become, get into this business because we see what other people see. There's nobody never shedded a light to it, to that issue of the cleaning.
So you looked at this through the customer's viewpoint,
correct,
and then made the pitch to them that way.
Correct. That's 100% correct. And it's still the hard selling point. Don't get me wrong, but it's still hard. It's a hard selling point. But as a consumer, because we all, don't get me wrong, we eat out at restaurants and, all the time. And, we still see it. And it's just a hard sell. But that's just the name of the business,
Now, do you ever get tired of going to a restaurant and not being able to look up?
That's a hard, yes, we do it every day.
You can't. I've been in the floor business all my life. My wife said, "Can you get your nose off the floor?" I said, "No."
Right. It's hard to take away from the business world to your personal world sometimes because everywhere you look, that's just what your eyes draw to is just the cylinders, or your lights, or your walls. Your eyes just draw to what you normally see on a daily basis. So sometimes I gotta just shut my mind out off, and when I go in the restaurants, I just try my best when I'm ordering food. Man, I'm just trying my best not to look. I have to let my wife order sometimes for me so I don't be like, man, I want to just jump back there and clean. Right.
I suppose that there's a lot of takeout going on around your house.
Yeah, yes, there is a lot.
Well, now that could be for another reason, Roy, because you've got to work from like 10 o'clock at night till 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yep. We start working when the staff leave, and we is done working when the staff shows up in the morning. So yes, it's a long nights, my brother. Long nights of work, and so yeah.
7 days a week.
7 days a week. Yep. Just go from state to state, and it's an untapped business. That's why my LinkedIn channel. I'm always trying to bring awareness to this kind of business, because there's a lot of people out here that's in the cleaning space, but there's not a lot of people that know about restaurant deep cleaning. There's not a lot of people that knows about restaurant deep cleaning, and they can add this kind of service. So there's not a lot of people that know about this kind of work.
So how long have you been doing this?
10 years. 10 years. Yep. So we veterans almost.
So I gotta ask. I mean, why did you get started in this? I mean, you're not only 10 years old. You've been doing some other things too.
Correct. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We started this 10 years ago. This, like I said, just trying to shed some light in the restaurant industry. And like I said, we started this cleaning cylinders, and our customers, man, is just kept on, asking, for more and more services. So, that's what made us get into it full time. Like I said, the salon was just part time at first. We never thought that it'd take off to the amount that it took off to this day. But yeah, it's pretty beneficial for us. And
So what got you into the cleaning business?
I was a car detailer before, so I used to detail cars, and then I went from detailing cars, and then I went to cleaning a university here locally. So that's all I did my whole life was always cleaning. So regardless if it was a car or if it was the local school, I used to clean for UPS. So that's all. FedEx. I'm sorry. So that's all I did was just always clean something. So that's all I know was cleaning.
Hey, I'm right there with you. I'm over 50 years in the cleaning industry, so I've been cleaning my entire life.
So you feel my pain.
Oh yeah. Oh, you and I can talk about a lot of stories, man.
Correct. So yeah. Cleaning is in my blood. Like I said, I'm my mid 40s. So I started cleaning ever since I was 17 years old. So that's all I know is cleaning.
I have a gentleman that used to be a mentor of mine, and he was getting out of the business and everything. And I said, "What are you going to do?" He said, cleaning has a way of getting its hook into you and never letting go.
Yes. Even if I retire one day, I don't think I will actually ever retire because there's always going to be something that needs to be cleaned. And I'll be on a cruise ship or I'll be somewhere. And
we went on a cruise one time. It was the first cruise we went on, and my wife said, "Where have you been?" I said, "I was talking to the housekeeper, seeing what was going on down in the belly of the ship." She goes,
"Yeah,
I'm on a cruise. You shouldn't be doing that."
Yes. I'm up here looking at door jambs, looking at doorknobs, looking at kick plates, and then I can't turn my brain off. So I think I'll be doing this for the rest of my life, man. It's not going to be at the scale that we're doing it right now, but I'm gonna always be doing something in regards.
Yeah. It does have this way of, if you really love it, you're passionate about it. It just has a way of, this is just who I am. I mean, like it or leave it. That's just the way it's going to be.
Correct.
Okay, so now they got you coming from the ceilings and doing everything else, but you're still just staying with restaurants then.
Correct. Well, we do a little bit of retail, warehouses. We do a little bit of everything because everywhere you go, there's a ceiling. There's walls. There's lights. There's something to be cleaned in every space. So sometimes we do, a grocery store. Sometimes we do a Myers. But majority of where I like to feel comfortable at is restaurants. But we've been doing this, a little bit of everywhere.
So do you mainly focus, Roy, on just the chain facilities?
Yes. We used to do a lot of mom and pops at first, and then all my customers is from corporate. And they referral. So, we just worked our way from the mom and pops all the way up into corporate America. So, they just come, people just call me from, state to state. And
you said state to state. Give the listeners a kind of an area, like, where are you at?
We located in Michigan, and we are nationwide. So we go, either from Michigan to Florida, or from Michigan to New York, or Michigan to California, Michigan to anywhere. We just became global last year. But so we nationwide, so we go everywhere.
So you got your own trucks and crews and everybody going out?
Yep. We got a trailer, and we just normally just be on the road for 2 weeks at a time. So we be on the road for 2 weeks, we home for 2 weeks, we on the road for 2 weeks. And like I said, we got a RV that we stay out of, and we pull our vans, and we just go and just hammer out each state at a time.
Now you don't realize how much you're talking my language. Because I had a 38-foot motor coach.
Okay.
And I used to go around the country and teach classes out of my motor coach.
Okay. Yeah, we
But
got a Super C. We got a Super C motorhome.
okay.
We used to have a Class A, but I felt that when I pull up at a restaurant, if I had a class, when we had our Class A, they was, I don't want people to think they was in a rock band or nothing like that. So we got so we got us a Super C. It got a little bit of a different, unique look to it. So when you pull up, it shows that we working.
Yeah, Super C, for folks that don't know that, it's basically like a white Freightliner cab on the front and then a motorhome behind it.
Correct. You 100% correct. Yep. And that's how we travel. And plus the Super C, you can get to any kind of job, any weather. That sucker, those suckers is built to go, to go anywhere you need it to go, and they could tow whatever they could, you needed to tow.
Oh yeah, they're built for millions of miles.
Yes, and so yeah, we just go from state to state, and you just deep clean a restaurant at a time.
You retake it.
So
my wife said.
I can hear her coaching you.
Yeah, she coaching me.
Yeah, she ought to be part of this. I mean, I got a feeling she's running it whenever you're not there.
She's running the show. I'm just a hired help, I guess.
I was going to say you're just the employee. She's the boss.
Yes. I'm just a hired help. This is more of her space right here than mine. But yeah.
Well, somebody has to be the face of the whole thing, don't it?
This is her. Where's she at? That's her right there, eating lunch.
Yeah, I knew she had to be involved in it somewhere there.
Yeah, she coaching me along. She got me some sticky notes and all that other good stuff.
Well, hey, that's hey, Roy, I was just doing a podcast with another gentleman and his wife's been in it. I mean, I've been doing it for 25 years with this marriage, and yeah, she's probably heard it so many times she could repeat it before I could.
Yeah, that's exactly it right there. So yeah.
So, how many employees you got then if you're running all over the place?
I think we got around like 10 or 11.
But you're lean. You're lean and moving.
Yeah, we is about to jump into some more hiring here shortly. I am about to push myself to get more business. Well, there is a lot more business out here. I'm about to start tapping into a lot more business out here. So that means more hiring for us.
Well, and when you hire, then you have to have another crew. But 7 nights a week, you can only do one job a night, right?
Correct. Yeah, we do one job a night. Yes.
So you usually can get one done and move to another one each night.
Correct. That's it right there. Yep. Because you got like when my wife and I, for an example, I will clean the ceilings, walls, and lights, and my wife will do the floors and the equipment. She'll clean the exterior of the equipment. And then we'll meet together and, finish the rest of the store with detail at the end of the day. So, we'll start detailing around like 5 or 6 in the morning. And then by the time the workers come in, it's 8 o'clock and, me and her is ready to go to the next location.
And so then you do you usually park on their like and stay there, or this is totally different. People had never heard about something like this.
We normally yes. We normally just put our RV on their premises, plug in, and we work in while our RV is plugged in, and then when we get done working, we just jump in our RV, go to sleep for a few hours, and then GPS will send us to our next location, which is normally about 20-30 miles from the location. We just clean, and my wife just said normally we discount the restaurant for letting us put our motorhome on their premises. Plus, it's a form of advertisement because we got a huge outfit.
Oh yeah, I mean, hey, that's a huge billboard. I'd love to see a picture of that.
Yeah, we got a huge outfit, man. I'm telling you, it's kind of cool. Everybody else pass out business cards. We just drive up and down the street, and everybody know what we doing.
Yeah, beat this business card, will you?
Yeah, here's a business card. Yeah, try to out top what we got. But yeah,
well, you know what? You're gonna have, now I know she's in the background. You're going to have to get me a picture of this so I can put it on the podcast and show everybody, because nobody believes this is what.
Yeah, it's funny. that nobody ever really heard of this kind of business. And it's even funnier that, nobody, well, I think there's another company, Service Pro. They got a huge semi truck that they got,
Right.
but they're not in the same space that we in. But they kind of, we kind of doing the same kind of advertisement towards each other.
Oh yeah, I got to tell you, whenever I was traveling around in my Class A and had the big sign on the side and everything, it was like people was like, "What are you doing?" And I'd be there for a class and having class, and people would knock on the door during class, and
yeah,
what are you guys doing in there?
Yeah, and it's a good conversation starter for us, and everybody always stop us, and they'd be like, "Man, you got a nice truck with a nice trailer on the back. What you guys do?" And it's a nice conversation starter, and it's a nice, like I said, a nice way of getting business.
Well, the other thing is too, it's a way for you to be very productive, very lean in your business operation, control all of your environment. I mean,
Right.
Now, I mean, to a fellow RVer, I mean, it just seems like it's just a responsible way to do it.
Yes. Yeah. And we've been RVers. I think we had our RV for a few years now. And like I said, before we got the Super C, we had a Class A. And then before we got a Class A, we used to just pull a trailer. This a regular was our camper we used to pull. These could fit like 6 people. So we was always doing something with regards to the camping. We just take the camping to a whole different area now. Because people don't know that, you can RVer. People don't know that you can use your RV to go to work.
Well, yeah, and you get to write off some of that because it's off-road business.
Yes, you get to write off a lot because we're using it 100% business. When we go camping, actually, I don't even think we went camping yet.
One time.
Yeah. So we use it 100% of the time for business.
Yeah, some people say you're camping every night.
So that's what some people will say. Yes,
it's not quite the same, folks. I got to tell you, when I remember the first class I did out of mine. I went to Kansas City. I was living in the St. Louis area. Drove to Kansas City, set up. I had 3 days of classes. It was like class all day long, and then all you do is, well, you can't leave. You're still in the same house. It's like the 24 hours, for 3 days. I didn't even leave the coach.
Right. Now, do you still do classes or?
Well, yeah, that's all I do. But see, now I moved to Florida, so I put myself in a trailer in an RV park. I got rid of the Class A, and so I live in a 400 square foot, 40-foot destination trailer, and I teach classes here at the academy.
Yeah, because I looked into some of the good stuff that you do, and I said, "Oh man, this guy's in Florida." And my wife and I was literally this in Florida not too long ago working, and I said, "Wow, this guy." And it was before you reached out to me. I said, "Wow, this guy's everywhere."
Well, and I, what you said that you're international. Well, see, earlier this year, the government of Bermuda hired me to come over there and teach classes. So, hey, I understand international. I teach international now too.
See, yep. I said, man, this guy got a lot in common. This guy is literally everywhere.
Well, the thing about it is,
and I said, wow.
Yeah, whenever you've been doing this long and you're passionate about cleaning, there's no place on the planet that doesn't need us, right?
Right. Yeah. I would have never thought that you got to convince so many people that, cleaning is essential, but cleaning is pretty much every aspect of life.
Well, my wife works at Universal, and she's a part-time, chef down there because of her age and medical issues. And, they have learned that if they need something clean, they have her go and take care of it because, with her experience and my background, we clean at a different level.
Right. Yeah. That's what we always tell the people in the stores. They think, and they some locations, they kind of take offense that we there. And we always just try to tell them, we here to help you guys. We just clean on a different level what you guys is cleaning on. We clean this at a different level, like you just said, with you and your wife.
Yeah, you would never realize that I clean the way that I do because you don't even have a concept, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That I mean, it's like you're clean. That doesn't even. It's not even on the chart.
Right. Yeah. Their cleanings, in my opinion, is preventative maintenance cleaning. Like cleaning is cleaning. You know. Yeah.
So, folks, hey, as we were talking,
Oh, there you go, right there. Yep.
the boss sent me the picture.
There you go.
Hey, I got it up here for you, folks. So if you're on the video, you're watching the video. There's the rig.
There's the rig. That's we called it the beast. So that's a 37 feet, 38 feet, super seat, like I said. And that trailer is a double stacker, and that's 28 foot long. Yeah. And we put our work van in there and we just go.
Well, that's very close to what I did. Mine was only a Class A, but it was a 38 foot. And then I had a 20-foot trailer behind it with all of my utensils and stuff. And sometimes we would be able to go into the building, take all of our cleaning equipment in there, have class, right. The hands-on part. But then I do because of the slides and everything, I could actually sit 10 people in. I had a big screen TV. So I had a classroom in the motor coach, and then I could take and go in and do the skills training inside their building.
Right. See, yep. See, that's what I would like to do one day is to teach. Is to teach the correct way. Well, yeah, the correct way. Because everybody had a different ways of doing stuff. And like I said, in our space, which is the restaurants, I believe we have the blueprint of how to clean the correct way, in regards to what the corporate looking for. And if I could somehow, one day in the near future start teaching, the knowledge that we know how their standards are, I think that'd be a good success for me. One day when I retire, I would love to just go off and, like I said, teach.
Now here's the thing, Roy. Mm-hmm. I have an affiliate program here at the Academy, and I have an online platform with thousands of students, and I've got like 60 courses in there now. Mm-hmm. Maybe we need to get together and join forces and put some education online.
Yes, it's not enough education out there, so I think that'd be kind of cool. There's not enough education out there that's being pushed. And if you follow me on LinkedIn, that's all I'm doing. You never see me advertising my actual business. I'm just always honing in on education. They don't even know it can be clean. Because people don't know that stuff could be clean. So they will, there's a lot of people, they like to, take shortcuts. And shortcuts I guess is fine for them. But it's like, you putting a Band-Aid on something. I don't know how many bandages you can put on something. But if you go in and do something the correct way the first time, which in our field is the cleaning, you clean the correct way the first time, that's is wonderful for us.
Now, I'm going to throw up another picture, folks, because, hey, I keep getting on this other screen, I keep getting pictures here. So here's the rig at night.
Oh, man. Is that? Yeah. Oh, there you go, right there.
Yeah.
The beast.
There it is.
So when you see me in your town, driving down your street, you know what we're here for. You can't miss it.
Coming to a town near you soon, right?
Yeah, that's what we say. We coming to a kitchen near you.
Coming to a dirty kitchen near you that will sparkle when we leave.
Yeah, that's why I said when everybody else, they pass out business cards. I don't think I passed out a business card in over 5 years. My business card is me driving down your street. Or my business card is me getting off the highway. You will see us coming and,
So where do you go from here is the question. I mean, you're not ready to retire yet.
No, I'm not ready to retire yet. I think I got about a good Wow. I think I got a good, 2 more decades, maybe, hopefully, in me.
But
So
You're gonna quit running it 5-6 nights a week, right?
I'm gonna quit running it. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna quit going off as much as I am doing. I'm gonna downscale that pretty soon, but I'm gonna still be hitting it hard. I'm gonna just be hitting it hard in a different kind of aspect. Like I said, doing training and if I can get a few more teams together, I'll scale down. Like I said, do some training, some online training, and some other stuff. But I will
So
always.
I'm thinking here, are you going to set up every one of your teams with a rig like this?
Oh man, they'll love that one.
Now wait a minute, hey, if you're putting that out there, Roy, we might be able to get you a whole team real quick.
Yeah. I think the world will love that. This guy's giving out all of us RVs to live out of.
Hey, I mean, we're going to put you on the road 7 days a week, 3 months solid. We give you a motorhome and just travel, and we'll tag you by phone. I can see the business plan.
Yeah, we wasn't ever planning on getting an RV, but it just, man, this work, man, just kept on having us getting bigger and bigger. And then we just said, man, because at first we was just going from state to state, and we were just jumping in and out of hotels, and the work was coming in faster than we can get hotel rooms. So we was like, let's figure out what can we do to be able to still keep our customers happy, as well as we can save money on like I said, jumping in and out of hotel rooms. So that's where the motorhome came in at, and the world has jumped at that opportunity, and everybody was like, yeah, we like how this guy's operating, because we was getting to the stores faster, a lot faster, because we wasn't chasing down hotel rooms when so yeah, it was just a beautiful thing, man.
Well, I got to tell you, you don't know how much similar, because my wife and I lived out the back of the station wagon for a month, and in and out of hotels. And during that time, I said, "There's got to be a better way," and I know what it is.
There got to be.
And that's when we went to look for the RV, and we did exactly the same thing, just a little differently. But hey.
Yeah, we did the car thing too at first. For a while, like I said, first we was jumping in and out of hotels, and then we said, well, we just put a bed in the back of our van, and then that still didn't work. We kept on trying to figure out how to make it work. That way we can still travel, we can get to these destinations fast, and still, and our vans was getting fuller with equipment and all that other good stuff. And we was like, man, we gotta figure something else out. And then
now the two of you've got to have seen some beautiful country though with all of this.
Oh yeah, man, we see a little bit everywhere, and we try. We get to eat food from everywhere. We get to travel. We get to see all kind of sights. What is that? Tennessee, we like Chattanooga, Tennessee. We always through Chattanooga, Tennessee. We always through Florida. We always through Alabama, the Midwest. So we get to see a lot of scenery, especially during the daytime, because we don't work during the daytime.
So yeah, I was going to say you're working nights, so during the day you can see some stuff and still work and travel and
yeah.
What a rough life you've got, huh?
Yeah, what a rough life, man! I'm telling you. What a rough life.
I can see the application. Now come work for us. You travel, you get to eat. We provide you a home on wheels.
Yeah, it's a rough job. It's a hard selling point for to get workers.
By the way, you want us to pay you? No, we don't pay you. We just give you the experience.
Yeah, we get a lot of perks. We offer a lot of perks for the guys, because they be like, well, what we doing during the daytime? He said, well, I don't know, whatever you guys want to do. We can go on sightsee, or I don't know.
So that begs a question. Your employees that go with you and stuff, is there very many of them that go with you, and how do they arrange this?
Well, we inside the RV, it sleeps, I think, 9 people.
Okay.
And so when you got a full kitchenette, you got a shower, everything. So it's accommodating for everybody. So we just toss everybody up in the RV. We got a shower inside the big huge trailer. We got a shower inside that trailer, a kitchenette, and that trailer with a sink. What we put the van at, that's a whole nother house in itself. So we accommodate a lot, man. We just make it comfortable for all the workers. And like I said, we just hit the road, and
And sometimes they go on their own.
So they don't have wheels or anything like that. So they're probably
yeah. Well. When we got the motorhome, like I said, we put the van inside that big trailer. So like if the guys during the daytime, if they want to go out and do something, they just jump inside the work van. They just go ahead and just drive around the sightsee or wherever. Some guys they take Ubers around town or do whatever.
Yeah, I had a motorcycle, and what we would do is we had the motorcycle in the trailer, and whenever we wanted to go someplace, I had a motorcycle, I had a little scooter for her, and that was our wheels.
The life on the road, man, it's a tough life.
Yeah, and I'm in my late 60s now, and it's those days are gone, and I'm glad that I did it. I can talk with you about it. I mean, who would have thought we talked about cleaning ceilings? We spent most of our conversation time today
talking about RVs. Hey, it's an actual thing, man. People actually, if that's not us, there's a lot of guys out here that got their own business that's living full time out of their RVs. We literally just bought a house 6 months ago. We lived out of our RV for 3 years. We still in the RV more than we at home now. But it's an actual thing that there's a lot of guys that's out here. They living full time and they traveling out their RVs and they doing what they want to do in the space that they want to be in, and they just kicking butt. And I said, wow, is this not us doing this? It's a lot of the world that's doing this.
No, and living in an RV park, I've got some permanent people that are right close to me, but the site right next to us is always somebody new. And here the last few years, we've got a lot of traveling nurses.
Yeah.
And just the other day, a traveling RV repair guy was there.
See, yeah, we run into those guys a lot. And when we was in Galveston, Texas, we stayed in an RV park for like almost a month, and there was guys from all over. They were just coming through there, spending the week at the campsite where we was at, and there was a guy like you just said who do trailer repairs. He stayed there for a few weeks, and I said, man, these people, man, they everywhere.
Well, and the thing about it is I don't think that until you've done this life like this, Roy, you wouldn't have any idea.
Yeah.
But we've been in ours now for 7 years. We don't look back. We don't want a brick and mortar building anymore. We're done with that.
Yeah, and that's what we are. I'm always I tell everybody, I say we done with brick and mortar as well. So and like I said, it's very fun for us, and it's just a whole nother experience.
So before I let you go today, because I know it's the middle of the afternoon for you, and hey, you probably worked last night, got to work tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So hey, folks, I got him out of bed and got him up here in front of the camera. But I think that people probably are thinking, do you have to have specialized chemicals, specialized tools, or is this really something that's that special? Is it more process?
It is specialized. It's a little bit of both. You don't need a license to do this. I like to push, because you in commercial restaurants, green clean. So if you can get your hand on any kind of green clean cleaner, I believe that's what you should use in a restaurant. You don't need a lot. We started off with this spray bottle, a brush, some microfiber towels, and some good green clean, and that's how we started. And we just took the world by storm, and we just kept on getting more and more equipment. Steamer. I'm quite sure you've seen our a few of our videos. We used the commercial grade steamers, which is 100% green clean. Is this water, heated water, pressurized water. You can clean anything with that. But yeah, we started off with this brush, some green cleaner, and some microfiber towels. And anybody can get in this business. There's not enough people in this business,
Equipment makes it easier.
but equipment always makes it a lot easier and faster.
I would love to talk to you sometimes about some chemistry and stuff. One of the things that I find that's interesting about this business is how many people like you go out and restore a building, and then they let it go until you come and restore it again, but they never can take care of maintenance.
Yeah. When that's going to always be a question on my mind of how do people do that, because they think, well, these guys come through every 24 months, 18 months, and then some people, they just let the store go again for another 10 years without being cleaned, and then they want a guy like us, a company like us, to come through there and deep clean to make it look brand new again in one night. And I'm like, there's no way. You gotta, after a company come through and clean, now you gotta put processes in place for the upkeep. Hire your local cleaner, to come through there once a week, however you guys want to do it.
So I'm picking up that you usually don't see a building but once every year and a half or so?
Correct. Yep. Between every 15 to 24 months.
Wow. You would really think that people would have you come on a regular basis to keep it in shape like every 6 months.
Yeah, that would be ideal, but
doesn't happen.
That's a whole nother conversation. That would be ideal, but I don't know. That's why I'm always honing in on my platforms that I'm on. After you get done retaining us, hire your local cleaner, and just so they can stay on top of things. But and I know it's not their employees' job because their employees' job is to keep the line moving. That's where there's guys like you and I who have cleaning businesses who can put things in place so that they can stay on top of their cleaning. But sometimes it just falls on deaf ears.
Well, you know what? At some point, you and I need to get together and get some classes set up, some online classes that you can leave for some of these restaurants, man.
Okay. Well, I would definitely like that.
Well, we have a point of conversation, folks. If you have enjoyed this podcast and this conversation, I think we could probably have some others. Hey, if you're a fellow RVer, we'd love to hear from you because this is what we kind of like to do.
Yeah, we could talk about RVs all day.
Yeah, and we also like cleaning too. So, hey, you never know who you're going to talk to and what's going to happen. But I got 2 questions before you go, and I'll let you go for the day. Where were you born?
Chicago, Illinois.
Chicago, Illinois. So you still up north, like right where you like to stay there, huh?
Yeah, the windy cities.
Yeah, but folks, he drives that RV down here south. I heard quite often.
Yes, we about to be in your neck of the woods in about 2 weeks from now.
Hey, whenever you're in my neck of the woods, give me a ring. I might be able to come there, come watch you and take some video or something.
Yeah, we're gonna be right in your neck of the woods, up and down the Panhandle. Where we're gonna be at.
Now, my other question for you, for 2024, what is on your personal bucket list? Not business wise, personal bucket list.
Oh my God. Business. Where do I even start? On my personal bucket list?
Personal bucket list, not business.
On my personal bucket list, I want to get me a old school. I had a 77 Corvette that I just sold. So my personal bucket list, I would like to get me another 77 Corvette this year.
And why particularly a 77?
Because my birthday is July 7th, 1977. So 7777. So that's my number. So if anybody out here that's listening, if they have a Corvette that's 77, give me a call.
Hey, wait a minute here, folks. We got to put Roy there. There is Roy's email address.
Yep. And my phone number is 1-800-Cylinders Made Beautiful. Well, 1-833-CMB for you. So that's my personal bucket list is an old school 77 car. So give us a jingle.
Folks, there's two reasons I asked those questions. And the first one is, hey, you know what? We now know where Roy started his life. We know a little bit of what he's done, before and now. And we also know that, hey, if can get another 77 Chevy Corvette, he's going to be in top. He's going to be right there.
Yes, I'm be there.
What we don't know is we don't know what's going to happen between now and the next time we talk with you. So make sure that you keep life healthy, positive, and proactive.
There you go.
Roy, thanks for being on the show with us. And hey, I look forward to some more conversations. We're going to have some fun.
Thank you too.